Do you remember me?
I know it's recording. I'm just sitting here. I'm like, I can't get my brain to function clearly. Hello, Mermaid Junkies. You are watching Mermaid Junkie TV, and I am Raquel English, and this is a Mermaid Junkies blueprint for how to create a life you love. So, a couple weeks ago, I was talking about the initial introduction to the Stephen Covey, the time management system. And so today, I'm not necessarily going to go over the time management system. And that's not because I don't want to, but it's because that it entails so much information that I feel like it would be too much for me to try to cover on a blog video, because I try to not do it super long. I don't like to keep you guys too long because I know it kind of can get boring and you're like, ugh, I just want to learn something really quick and I don't feel like hearing her for 15, 20, 30, 40 minutes. Well, that's just how I am. So maybe unless it's like this compelling video or something, I don't think that it's necessarily important to do that. But what you can do is pick up, if you haven't already, the 7 Habits of Highly Effective People by Stephen Covey and read that. And I want to put a disclaimer also, because you guys, I think the misconception about Stephen Covey, and it may not be necessarily true with everyone, but for me, I think the biggest thing is that give it a shot. Either listen to the DVDs. I'm sorry, you can't listen to the DVDs, but you can listen to the CDs in your car, or you can, if you choose to do it on your Kindle or however you want to do it. I think it's really good. I love to listen to mine in my car, and I've probably been listening to it on and off throughout the last probably 20 years. I know that sounds weird, but there's so much information in that, because sometimes you can get things that are going on in your life at one moment that you didn't pick up on the next time you listen to it. So that's why I think it's always good. You know, like I said, I just do it on and off. It's not like I do it every single day for 20 years. But so I think that it's really important. Maybe you should pick that up if you haven't already. And then and then you'll start to recognize the things that I'm talking about and how the sharpening the saw and the different things for the time management program work. But the concepts that I was going to talk about that I feel are super important, and they're more of a behavioral kind of thing, is the 4 basic needs. And I talked about those a couple of weeks ago, about what they were: the physical, social, emotional, psychological. No, I'm sorry. I'm already getting it messed up. The mental, social, emotional, physical, and spiritual. And so I just wanted to go into detail a little bit more. And I'm going to have to look over to the side because I have my notes over there, because I don't know what my problem is, you guys. But I think I'm like having an ADD moment. And I didn't put my oils on today. So I think that that's probably my issue, my essential oils. So anyway, that's how I've been able to stay super healthy, is with my essential oils. Anyway, but my whole point was, I'm going to have to look at my notes a little bit. So if you see me go look over a little bit, I apologize that I'm not like, this is not, hardcore professionalism on my part. And anyway, so let's go ahead and talk about the needs. So the first need is the well, all of the needs. Let me just tell you what they are. So it's live, love, learn, leave a legacy. Living takes care of the need for our physiological, which is air, water, food, clothing, shelter, economic well-being. So that basically is kind of like a given. Then you have love, which is your social need. And that is to feel a belonging and to feel needed and loved and to be loved and to participate and be a part of something, a sense of being, a sense of belonging. And that one is, I think some people don't recognize how important that one is. That one was a big one for me. The other one is learning. We have a natural innate as humans to be curious and to learn and to want to understand and gain knowledge. So that's kind of something that we're born with as human beings. We all have that desire to learn and understand and grow. And then the last one is the need to leave a legacy. And that one is the spiritual need. And that just means that you have a sense of meaning, that you want to feel like in your life that there's a reason for you being here. Like, what is your purpose? What is your mission in life? What are you supposed to do? Why do you belong on the earth at this time, in this place, in this dispensation? And how you can leave a legacy. And you just always want to have a sense of this personal satisfaction with contributing to something. I know that I do. I think that that's exactly why I do these video blogs, is because I want to feel a sense of leaving a legacy, especially for teaching and learning, but also teaching it, because I think that it's overlooked. And I'll give you a little example of something that was a little disheartening for me, but it also made me more, it made me quite a bit more determined to make sure that I'm putting out these blog videos and putting out things on my blog, is because I want to help other people. And I know that that's my mission in life. And I know this is the way to go to achieve it. And so I have this other project on the side, and it's, sorry, I have dry skin, but I have this other project that I'm working on, and it's basically requiring me to do a lot of genealogical work. So I've had my father-in-law look up several families in the ancestry. And it's been very disheartening in a way, because I realize how important it is that we leave a legacy. If it's not just this, massive, not everybody can be, Steve Jobs or Oprah or whatever, where there's obviously this big opportunity for people to know about her and to know about what her mission in life was. But for the ordinary person, and there's nothing wrong with being ordinary, but for the ordinary person, I think that it's so important to leave a legacy, because as I've been looking through these ancestry files and genealogical work, I can't hardly find anything about these people. And I know this one particular lady, the mom, the mother, I know that she was an artsy girl, and I know that she had certain things happen in her life, like with motherhood and losing a child at a young age. And that's just been really interesting to me, because I thought, you know what, if I, as Raquel, just little old me, if I didn't have journals and I didn't keep those, how many people, when my kids are gone and my husband's gone and my parents are gone, sorry, I lost the video. I hope it's still there. How many people are going to actually know about me and know about, what kind of things I liked or what my goals in life were? Because I think it's so important, even if it's just very simplistic daily life. I love that kind of stuff, and I think other people probably do as well. So write in your journals. Keep journals. It's very important. And I know it doesn't maybe seem like it's necessarily important, but leaving a legacy is very, very important. I mean, think about if some of the people in the scriptures, just for instance, didn't write something down. We wouldn't have those legacies of the Savior. I mean, that was just a small little thing that I just thought of off the top of my head. But I mean, think about that. Someone just thought, well, I'm not going to write today, or even if it was very simplistic, and I know there's some books in there that are very, very short, but they're there nonetheless. And so I think that I will stress again how important it is. But anyway, so those are the 4 things: live, love, learn, leave a legacy. And so I want you to think through this week. This is my little, action-oriented assignment for you, is to go through this week, the rest of this week, and let me know, come back and let me know in the comments what you think that there may be in your life in one of those needful areas as a human being that you may be neglecting. Maybe you're doing more physical stuff and less social emotional, like hanging out with your friends or feeling connected. And I know sometimes when I feel super, super lonely, which is not very often, to be honest with you, because I like to stay in my own, that's how I kind of feel connected spiritually is that I like the company of myself. Not that that's an egotistical thing, but it's just I'm just more of a loner. And so I have to force myself to, go to book club every month or go to my meetings, not meetings, but like if a girl calls and she's like, hey, I want to go to lunch or something like that, I have to force myself to say, this is my social. I have to do this because this is what connects me to other people. And it always feels so good afterwards. And I'm always so happy that I went. But that's just something that doesn't come as easy for me. Where some people, it might come really super easy to you. Maybe you love to go with your girlfriends and you're always wanting to go. But do you need to kind of pull it back a little bit because maybe you're not working so much on your, physiological. Maybe you're not working on your physical needs or your leaving a legacy needs. So you might need to think about that because we need to have that balance, and it's essential that we do those things. So go ahead, and that's your assignment, is to let's see what you come up with if you feel that maybe you're doing that. And I'll go through my week and think about what I've done that has maybe I'm struggling with that balance. I already know what mine is, and that's always the struggle, which I just told you what it was, is my social, emotional, to spend time with girlfriends and stuff. But I know anytime I start to feel lonely, that's probably what I need, is to go and spend time with other girls my age, or just to reconnect. So I think that is it. And I also have another video that you guys might not be interested in. Just if you're like a mermaid junkie and you want to just listen to videos, sometimes it's fun just to, I'll sit and spend hours sometimes, you guys, and just watch YouTube videos, because sometimes it's just fun. If there's particular people that I like on their channels or something, and I'll watch them like back to back. But anyway, my point is that I'm just going to throw up some extra videos, and they really aren't, there's no rhyme or reason to them, and I think they're actually kind of old. But before I deleted them off of my file, I thought, well, I might as well throw them up there, because they're just little tips and stuff, I think, for like makeup brushes and a couple of items that I had bought for these merchandise reviews like a year and a half ago. So if you want to check those out, that would be great, and you'll find those on the channel as well. And I hope you have a great day, and thank you for spending time with me. And I know it was a little bit longer today. I hope that I can encourage you to spend time in balance this week, and I look forward to talking to you next week. And as always, I'm forced to my next swim. Ciao.
Diary.